Let's make some coral reef hats. We are going to start by writing our name on our big piece of paper. You can even add your desk number. Then flip that piece of paper over. We're going to do all of our stuff towards the center of our paper. I'm going to start with a strip and I'm going to make a curl. So I use my pencil and I wrap my strip carefully and tightly around my pencil. As I get to the end, I'm going to fold my paper up. That will create a foot for my glue to go onto. Once I have held it there, I can pull out my pencil and whoa, look at that curl. Now I just need some glue so I can attach it. You can use a glue stick or a glue bottle. When I use my glue bottle, I turn that party hat, I see if it's breathing, I pick any glue boogers if I need to, dot dot, not a lot, and stick it where you want. Hold it on there for about 5 seconds. Now let's try another type. This time I'm going to do an arc. I want my piece of paper a little bit shorter, so I cut it in half. Now I need to add a foot again. I fold it up, chop, chop, chop. I scoot my fingers to the other side, fold it up, chop, chop, chop. And there I have 2 feet. Look as I put my feet together and they can do a little dance. Now as I put my feet together, I'm going to add a little dot of glue on the bottom of each foot. I do not want this arc to run away, so I press those little feet down on my paper and so it'll hold in place. Now I'm going to try another type. This one is kind of hard to see, but I take my strip of paper and I curl it around my finger. I'm going to add a little bit of glue along the edge, dot dot, not a lot. I'm making a shape called a cylinder. It looks like a tube of toilet paper. I have to be careful and hold this together with my fingers for at least 10 seconds. Once I've held it for 10 seconds, then I can use my scissors to do the cutting part. But I need to make sure that glue will stick. Now, I'm going to chomp up just a little bit. And I leave those spaces about as thick as my finger. I pull those tabs up and look at all those little feet I have. Each foot will get a little dot of glue. I will take that, it's off the screen, but don't worry, we'll be able to see it again, and I hold that in place. Now I take my scissors and I'm gonna cut the tippity top. And as I cut the tippity top, I make these nice and thin. These will be like a sea anemone. Watch as I move it into the screen and I carefully cut each and every strip going round and round, and I can let them fan out. Now let's try a spiral. When I do a spiral, I go around and around with my scissors. I keep cutting, I don't stop, I keep spinning that paper. I don't let it touch the edge until I get towards that middle, and I will stop when I can't go anymore. If I want to, I can cut off those corners, but you don't have to. I find the end and I'm gonna fold up to give it a foot. I'm gonna add my glue and I'm going to attach it to my hat. Remember to hold again for about 10 seconds so that it doesn't fall off like mine just did. That's why we hold it in place. Then I stretch out my spiral and I attach it. Now I'm ready to do some fringe. I take a big square piece and I fold it up just a little bit. This is a huge foot. And I am going to use my scissors to cut all the way down to that fold. I can do it. It almost looks like French fries, but don't cut those French fries off. And I cut all the way down to the end. Now on that big ginormous foot, I dot not a lot, and I can stick it into place. This one kind of looks like grass. This time, I am going to make a zigzag. I start just like with my arch and I add my little feet, chomp, chomp, chomp. Look at those two little feet ready to dance. But this time instead, I want to make a zigzag. So I fold up, I fold down, I fold up, I fold down until I can't fold anymore. Look at that zigzag line. Put those feet together, add your dot of glue, and stick it into place. No coral reef is complete without some little fishies. So what I'm going to do is take my paper, I folded it in half, I draw an oval with a triangle on the end to create my little fish. I cut it out while it's folded. If I do that, I can get 2 at one time. So instead of having to do it 2 times, I just do it once. And I can stick my little fishy wherever I want. Dot, dot, not a lot. I can continue adding all different things. I can repeat any of the things I just showed you to fill your hat up. Here I am adding another one of those little sea anemones, those tubes that come on out. Here you can see it a little bit better. As I fold it in half, I hold it together in place. Watch as I cut those tabs on the bottom, space them out nice and big. Fold them out, add your glue, and then your anemone pieces. As you finish, close that party hat and clean up your space. There we have our coral reef hats.